the host of a very popular daytime talk show, and as if that weren't enough, she will soon be appearing as Kevin James' sister on King of Queens. Take a look.
You don't have the power to suspend anybody. And you certainly don't have the power to leave anyone back a grave.
I now know that for next time.
Stephanie, didn't you vouch for his qualifications?
Yes, and I was misled. I apologize.
Excuse me.
You are such an idiot.
Shut up.
You shut up.
Shut up. Ow!
Ow!
Please welcome back to the show, Ricki Lake!
Congratulations on the new edition.
Thank you very much. I always get to see you in your show, but that's it.
I know. We always say we're going to get together. We see each other about every 6 months here.
And we never do.
Let's do it.
All right,
time.
this is the time we're going to do it.
Absolutely.
Now, how about that, King of Queens? You're very funny as his sister.
Thank you. It was just one little snippet, but I'm having a really great time. Kevin James, you've met him.
Yes, great guy.
He is adorable. I have a little bit of a crush on him, you know. And that Leah Remini is the funniest chick. I really feel right at home with them, and I'm so glad that my talk show allowed me to do, because they had to give me permission. I have a contract with them, but they really work together. It's all Columbia TriStar, and so I'm very, very happy.
That's great. You're going in your 8th year, Ricki.
I know.
Can you believe that?
Do you remember we used to
went to the diner, I know!
We went to movies together. She and I were friends, well, we're still friends, but we were really good friends a long time ago. We lived in the Valley. I lived so far out, it was beyond, it wasn't in the Valley anymore. Yes, I lived in a pool house.
Garage.
Yes, I've come a long way. Me and J.K. Rowling.
Exactly.
So, yeah, it's been a great, great ride, and I'm so grateful for everything.
Yeah, I'm so happy for all your success. This looks like it's going to be, you're going to have that arguing kind of brother-sister thing.
Yeah, it's like that sibling rivalry, and she's really she's like a loudmouth New Yorker, like my audience, you know?
Right,
they want to say what they want to say, and she thinks she knows it all for her brother, and you know, it's good. There's chemistry already, and I've only done 2 or 3 episodes. So
of your talk show, what subjects have you tackled that really meant a lot to you?
Well, a lot. I mean, especially being a mom, I think a lot of things affect me more now. I'm sorry I have laryngitis.
That's okay. You want a Ricola? They're really good for
you know what? I will in the commercial break. I'm afraid I'll choke, and you'll have to do the Heimlich on me.
Really? You can't do the tuck and talk?
I don't.
Tuck and talk. You can't even tell right now.
All right, you know what? I'll try.
Do the tuck and talk.
Okay. How am I doing?
Good. How does it feel? Can you talk?
It feels okay. It tastes actually really good.
Yeah, it's a Ricola. It's nice and it's
a good flavor.
It's minty. It's mentholicity.
I love it, but you know,
tuck and talk. Oh, give me that then. Just give me it.
You're a mother now.
Give me it. All right, go ahead.
So anyway, what was I saying? Oh, the shows that we do. I mean, we did a show last week. I went to St. Louis, which I can't believe I was right where that terrible accident, that plane crash with that governor.
Yes.
We went basically to interview teen offenders on death row, and it really brought up a lot of issues. Whether teens who commit terrible acts, criminal acts, should be put on the death row. I'm not for the death penalty at all, anyway. But it just brought up a lot of issues about these teenagers. It was so thought-provoking for us, and I think it's going to make a difference.
You know, what most people don't realize is that most of the juvenile offenders are actually wards of the state. They're kids who have failed out of foster care when the state has been given the job to raise these children because the parents can't.
And they fall through the cracks.
They fall through the cracks, and at their trial, you're not allowed to bring up the fact that they have been in the state's care. So it's sort of sad. These parents screw up, the kids get put in foster care, they end up going home to home to home, becoming criminals, and then put to death in America.
And
Teenagers.
of course, they're all poor. A lot of them are minorities. They don't have proper public defenders. These public defenders do the best they can, but they have so many cases. It's terrible. And one of the gentlemen that I interviewed, he's 26 now. He's been incarcerated since he's 16. He committed a crime, or he was convicted of a crime, because there's a lot of discrepancies in his case. And he may not live to see the air date of my show. He's waiting for an execution date. And it's different for us. You know, we're going into our 8th season. We're constantly trying to sort of stretch it so that we can really make a difference. Well, yes, we have crazy people talking about cheating dogs, but we also do some pretty great things.
Right, and those things are the ones that motivate you to keep doing it.
It's meaningful,
without a doubt. We're going to take a break and come back, and Ricki Lake just finished the 3-day breast cancer walk. An unbelievable accomplishment. 60 miles. And her best friend, who she did it with, and 4, is going to come out and talk to you and tell you all about it. Don't go away right after this break. break, and Ricki has a very special friend here. Tell everybody who
This is my good friend, Kara Keeley, and this walk we did a 60-mile walk over the weekend for breast cancer from Bear Mountain to New York City, and she inspired me. She was 30 years old when she was diagnosed. She had a new baby, 6-month-old baby.
Yeah.
She was diagnosed with stage 2B breast cancer.
That's right.
And it sent a message through me. I was friends with Kira through her mother-in-law, and the fact that someone my age could be diagnosed with breast cancer just hit home, and it made me want to do something, so we got involved.
And I think the most important thing for people out there to know about me is that I had absolutely no family history. I had no risk factors. I was nursing my 6-month-old baby, and I found this lump. And I really almost ignored it. I was very close to ignoring it because you get lumps and bumps and everything when you're nursing.
Right.
And something told me I really should get it checked out. And thank God my nurse practitioner told me, yes, you know, it's probably nothing, but let's go get it checked out. You don't want to mess with lumps. And most young women are told, you're too young for breast cancer.
Yeah, they won't do a
not gonna do
mammogram on
anything.
me because, and I do have a history of it. My grandma died. My grandma Sylvia died at 58. They won't do it because you're too young. Even though I'm now 32, you have to wait until 35 because they say it's not accurate.
It's not accurate, and that's part of the problem. We don't have very good diagnostic tests for young women at this point.
Exactly, because breast tissue is dense when you're younger, and it's harder to read on a mammogram. However, the thing about family history is something I really want to drive home this year, is that 90% of people who are diagnosed with breast cancer have no family history. People often think you don't know anyone in your family who died of breast cancer, that means you got a free ride. You do not. 90% have no family history. That was devastating news to you, needless to say.
Absolutely. It was absolutely devastating. And I think that's such an important message that you're putting out there, because that's what I thought. And I'll do my breast exams when I'm 50, when I really need to. And it was shocking. And it's been a hard year, you know. I just finished treatment 2 months ago. I had 6 months of chemo, 7 weeks of radiation, and it was very hard.
Yeah, and you lost all your hair?
Oh, yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yep, I had never been bald. I was born with a full head of hair, and so it was, I mean, that was very difficult, because that was sort of the outward symbol that I was sick.
Exactly.
I tried to hide it, you know, tried to stay active, but my hair was the giveaway.
Let me just say the walk was so inspiring.
It was amazing.
I think we had 300 women who were survivors that walked with us. She just finished treatment, and she couldn't even train. I've trained for 7 months for this thing. She did every step, and I wanted to say we have our group, we have Kara's crew and my Ricki team in the audience today, and they also walked with us.
They were fabulous. They got us through it.
They were amazing, and they raised $7.5 million for breast cancer. And
now that's really important to know. $7.5 million in this 3-day Avon walk, and that's an amazing amount of money.
I want to give you something.
What do you have there?
It's sort of a unique gift, but I wanted to donate the shoes that I trained and walked in to eBay to bid for breast cancer.
Excellent. All the money that we're raising this month goes. Yes, that's all right. I'll take them.
Bid 'em up, bid 'em
Goes to
up.
breast cancer charities. Now we prepared a little song for everyone.
Oh, we did,
Yes. Okay, we have a little.
I have laryngitis.
That's okay. Big ones and small ones with stretch marks and sagging.
Need to be checked till there won't be stop nagging.
Women are strong, we perform greater feats.
It's not so hard to take care of your teeth. Ones with tattoos and even with pierced nipples.
All need a squeeze, so make like Mr. Whipple.
Yes, they'll be smushed, but they'll probably bounce back.
It's not so hard to take care of your rack. Here's the issue.
It's just tissue.
Realize what you're worth.
To not get a mammogram sure would be dumb. And there's enough boobs on earth.
Thank you. It's lovely to meet you. I'll miss your baby.
I will. It's fabulous.
Lovely to have you both. We'll be right back after this break.